Welcome. In this session, we will talk about development of mathematics in ancient India, and this is one of the very basic fundamentals of Indian knowledge system. Now, this concept has become very important in recent examinations, and therefore, understanding first of all the origin, then the major mathematicians of ancient India and modern India, the major women mathematicians of ancient India and modern India would be the basis of this lecture. So, to begin with, the Indian number system started during the Indus Valley civilization, and this was the time where archaeological findings reveal the existence of number system that existed. Later on, it was the Brahmi system that originated around 3rd century BC, and this played a very pivotal role in establishment of number systems in India. After the Brahmi system, where written representations of number were seen, we had the Kharoshthi number system, and this Kharoshthi number system is one of the most popular number systems. Somewhere from 3rd BC to 3rd AD, this was the time period where Kharoshthi system was seen, with numbers from 1 to 9, 0 as another number, and lines and curves being depicted. Now, with this, the basis of the idea and discovery of decimal system started only after the advent of 0, and then there was the final invention of 0, which was propounded, which was later called as Shunya. We'll talk about it later in a while. We also have the developments on pi, on trigonometry, on Pythagoras, and various important concepts of mathematics. But this was the time where the idea of 0 was carried from India to the European and the Western world, and Islamic scholars played a very pivotal role in taking the idea of 0 from India to the West, and this has been attributed to the work of Al-Khwarizmi, and his works actually clearly say that the basis for the modern mathematics were grounded in the concept of 0, which was discovered in India. So as we saw, the 0, which is called as Shunya, was initially given by Brahmagupta, and he formally talked about the concept of 0 as a number and the rules for mathematical operation. However, the real symbol, the circle that we draw, was given by Aryabhat in his work Aryabhatiya, and this was again a very important development, because this led to the formations of the major calculations and the place value notations. Now, the next important concept that we would focus on is the development of pi. Now, this pi concept, which was approximation of 22 by 7 as 3.1415, was a real discovery, because this led to the basis of the calculus that we study today. Now, Shulabh Sutra in India was the basis where this idea of pi was initially introduced, with geometry, with constructions. Later on, Aryabhat in his work Aryabhatiya talked about the concept and a very close approximation of 3.1416 for the value of pi. Bhaskara I in his work Mahabhaskarika talked about the approximation of pi, and this was again a very interesting thing, because he adopted a different method which involved a polygon with 384 sides to actually estimate the value of pi very accurately. And then came the most important work of Madhava, and his work of Sangam Grama was actually one of the major works where pi was introduced, and this final calculation of pi, which was very close to or equal to what the Greek mathematicians laid down, was finally adopted. Now, the next was the concept of Pythagoras in India. Now, the Pythagoras concept also was laid down in Shulabh Sutra, and this was a practical demonstration where you can see the sides A and B, and this as the side C, and when this side falls here, this would actually form the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. So, similar to the works which were laid down in Shulabh Sutra, there were other scholars who laid down the concept of Pythagoras. Bodhayan was one of the important forefigures in the idea of Pythagoras, along with the Upstham, and then the works of Aryabhat in Aryabhatiya, which talked about the relation of the chord and the radius of the circle. So relation of the chord and the radius of the circle, and that was the basis through which Pythagoras concept was laid down by Aryabhat, was very, very important. So these were the few important concepts: the concept of zero, the concept of pi, the concept of Pythagoras, and the evolution of Indian number system. Now we'll focus on some of the major ancient scholars in Indian mathematics and their contribution in the same. So Aryabhat is known as one of the four figures for Indian mathematics and astronomy. His one of the major works is Aryabhatiya, and this was somewhere during the 5th century that this discipline was developed. The concept of Aryabhatiya actually has 121 verses which are really, really important, and this has been preserved in Sanskrit language. It covers a variety of topics, be it arithmetics, be it algebra, be it planetary studies and trigonometry, and these concepts have been the basis for further discovery. So the concept of pi has been very, very important, and this talks about the calculation from the approximations of this circle where the radius of the circle and the chord are taken, and this is the basis through which the hypotenuse is calculated. So a square plus b square would give you c square, and this was again the basis for the Pythagoras theorem, which was laid down along with the concept of pi. The next important concept was the concept of sine. So in the trigonometry we talk about the sine, cos and tan. So this sine was called as J, and this concept was laid down under Aryabhatiya, and also we saw the formal symbol for zero. And this was a very crucial development under the works of Aryabhat. The later contribution was his heliocentric model, which says that sun is the center and everything revolves around the sun. So he stated the concept that sun being the center, which is sun is the helio, okay, so sun is the center, and then around the center of sun as the center you have earth which rotates around. So this was called as the heliocentric model. There were other models prior to it which were called as the geocentric model, which believed that earth is the center of the space. Now if we see the views of Aryabhat versus Copernicus, we could see that Aryabhat laid these views somewhere around the 5th century. However, Copernicus views came around 16th century. So it was far, far ahead of the views which were laid down by Copernicus. Now coming on to the next scholar from India in mathematics was Mahaviracharya. Now Mahaviracharya has been known as one of the major scholars who was propounding